Now I'm going to tell you 45 RPM records, the origin of 45s. This London record, 45, otherwise known as the 7-inch. 7-inch diameter. This is Decca Records. .45 because of its play speed. It's 45 revolutions per minute. But the very first records, you know, those old record players with the big whatchamacallit, at the big heavy arm and the big needle. Yeah, one big huge, wasn't a speaker, it was more, you know, like the little amplifier, like, you know, those tubes. Anyways, those records back in the days, in the 30s, were made out of shellac instead of vinyl. Now with shellac, they had the potential to break if you dropped them on a hard surface. But you can transfer sound on almost anything and to get sound out of it through amplification. But shellac was the very first records before vinyl. Now, the very first 45 RPM came out by the RCA company as a small, durable, high-fidelity replacement for the shellac 78 RPMs, which are a little bit smaller in diameter than this, and about that big. 78. I tried looking for some shellac 78 RPMs. I thought I had some. Maybe I don't. Yeah. So the first 45 was monorail, recording on both sides. Monorail means mono. So the sound is like you're listening to one speaker. Even if you played on a modern stereo, a mono record, same music would be coming out there, and there'd be no stereo, there'd be no traveling, there'd be no dynamics to the sound. And eventually stereo recordings became popular in the 60s. Then almost all the 45s were produced in stereo by early 70s. Now, what I miss of the 60s stereo recordings is, like, if you ever listen to an original Doors album, Beatles album, stuff like that, especially psychedelic stuff, you hear the drums in one speaker, and guitar here, ding, 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 ding. I miss that. Modern recordings from, I don't know, 2005 or whatever started, the production on music, like, it's very disappointing. Like, such great bands that I love listening to, you know, some heavy metal bands like Delane and All That Remains, bands like that, and basically modern music itself. Sound mixing boards like they're all saturated, it's all pushed up. And it's like, blah! There's no dynamics like in the old days. It's just blah! It's made to sound loud. And there's no dynamics. It's that really bugs me. That really bugs me. And okay, back to the psychedelic stuff. Grab some headphones. Listen to A Whole Lot of Love on headphones. Listen to it. Listen to the middle part. You go, it's like from one here. Like, this is what we listened to back in the day. Wow, it's so trippy. Like, I miss those days. Production, everything is just pushed up nowadays. It's saturated. I don't like that. It's not like the old days. It's not like 90s, you know, like Traveling Wilburys, you know, did good, decent recordings here, you know, good productions. Like, what happened? You know, everything's so loud. Okay, back in the 70s, they started in the 70s with commercials. They saturate the commercials. The commercials always seem to be louder than the TV show or the movie. Why? Because those commercial productions were saturated. They pushed it up, the levels. You know? And so that is why commercials sounded louder. Or even on the radio back in those days, a commercial sounded louder than music. You're listening to Foghat, then and then there's some advertisement, or and everything's louder. It's to catch your attention, because that's the art of selling. Remember, people want to sell you something. They want to get into your psyche. They want you programmed to recognize it, to seep in your subconscious this product that they're selling or information that they're selling. You know, it's the art of sales. It's a psychological, I can talk about it some other time about that. Okay, when old vinyl came out, they were thick records. Like, this is Decca. Like, how thick that is. Look at that. Okay. Eddie Howard. Yeah, look how thick these old records are. Records, vinyl records, this was a real thick one right here. This is an oldie. This is Patti Page, okay? Me and my mom went to see her. Okay, long playing, high fidelity. How thick that is. Now, if you got a Fair Warning Van Halen record, take that out. That is one of the thinnest vinyl records I ever seen in my life. Like, there's no comparison. Okay. Hear that? Try to get. See how thin that is? They've gone cheaper. Yeah, that Van Halen Fair Warning album record on Warner Brothers. Thinner than this. So there you have the story of records, of vinyl. First record was shellac, and they were thick records. They were thicker than this record. And you dropped them, they broke. Corel dishes. Unbreakable, they say. They do break. When they do break, they shatter all over. But you know why? They are sturdy because they got lead in them. So don't use Corelle dishes or any of those particular types of dishes. Anyways, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and there's more information for you about the vinyls and everything. And yeah, take care, and I'll post some more music. It's gonna be Friday tomorrow, so not Friday, Saturday I'm gonna post some. I'm gonna do a couple at least. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye bye.